Did you know that for an elementary school, it only costs $195 per student to have a music program? Only $195. That's less than a gaming console or a brand new TV. For middle school, it's only $189. And for high school, since it's music optional, it's only $143. $143 to fund a music program per student so they can learn about piano and about other instruments and notes and pitches. So why aren't we funding this? Why aren't all schools funding this? The Sounds of Learning Research Initiative, funded by the National Association of Music Merchants Foundation, broke down this math so that all schools could see that it's really not that expensive to have a music program for their children. You have a small group of kids that are interested, and boom, $195 per person, you have a music program. And those children have a creative outlet where they can express themselves. Even the 2011 White House report acknowledges that educational spending cuts force school systems to make choices that impact the learning environment for students. And under that, the first things mentioned, arts and music programs. Sure, they might have a school newspaper that gets cut, maybe some intramurals, but there they are. Arts and music, up to get cut. Why are we cutting these things? They're so beneficial to our students. It's a creative outlet. They build peer relationships. It's reasons to stay in school and not get into trouble. It's even reasons to do better in school. So why are we getting rid of it? Well, when the recession happened in 2008, a lot of schools, their funding was gone. So, to even it out, they cut the music and arts programs. The two programs, the two areas where students can really, truly express themselves. Sure, they can do really good writing and really do good speaking, but when it comes down to it, music and art let a person express themselves in so many more ways than just speaking and writing. Now, some public schools, they can't afford to bring these back. Private schools have donations, and when they can't have the funding from the state, they get private donations from their donors to bring back the music schools, the music programs for the school. But the public schools in low-income areas don't have that kind of option. There have even been links found by scientists between music and reading and other subjects as well. ed.gov, the educational website of the government, wrote about Harmony Project. Harmony Project did a wonderful experiment with several young students, one of which was a wonderful violin player. She loved to play it. She wasn't great, but she loved to play it. They did it over several years, and she took private lessons, got even better, started giving lessons to other students who needed help, and they saw that as she got better with her violin, she got better in her academics as well. And now today, she's in college with a full-ride scholarship and is in part of their Harmony Project Special Symphony Orchestra, which is truly an honor. Music has so many applications to other things, even public speaking and math. I used to be the worst public speaker ever. I remember freshman year of high school, we had to talk about a book, and I stood up there and I twirled my hair and I looked at the podium, couldn't look at anybody else, just focused right here, started talking too fast and blather, 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 ramble, and I couldn't calm myself down until it was over. I just was ready for it to be done. But with my music experience that I got in high school, thanks to my wonderful teachers who were very dedicated to me, I found a center. I found my center. I found Oh, I can stand up tall like I do in choir so they can hear me well, and I've got full breath support. And I can use my tempo skills to know that I'm not talking too fast or too slow. Music has helped people in so many different ways. I remember I was having issues remembering how to do a rhythm that was in a song. And they applied my reading skills and my knowledge of the English language to music. It's so versatile. They vice versa it. I couldn't remember, and I still remember to this day that it was hippopotamus. That's how my instructor told me how to do it. Hippopotamus. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. And I still remember it. Music is another reason for children to do well in school. At my high school, and even now in Nyack, if you have an F or failing in a class, you can't perform. You can't go on for the winter concert, and you definitely can't perform for Quad Labette. And if you don't perform in Quad Labette, and you're in choir, you fail. You fail choir. So you've let yourself down academically and musically as well. So to do well in your academics so you can still perform, it goes hand in hand. It boosts you up to do well in your science class, in your math class, so you can show the school how talented you are. And the teachers that I have had for music really do boost the students up. I've had teachers say, Callie, are you doing okay in this class? We're worried. You're not doing super bad right now. We're not worried that you won't be able to perform, but we want you to do well in class. I've had teachers who are like, I can be your tutor, I can find you a tutor, whatever you need. We want to make sure that you have a good education. And that's so important to so many students who might not have somebody else rooting for them to get to class and to do well. Music can keep children out of trouble and in school. There was a student in the senior class when I was a sophomore, and he didn't care. Thought life was a joke, just thought he could just breeze on through high school, didn't matter. He liked singing, he was in choir, but he didn't care. And our instructor called him every single morning. Are you up? Yep. Okay. Are you going to school? Yep. Okay. Good. I'll see you when you get here. Be sure to come talk to me. He boosted him up and really rallied him through. He wasn't going to graduate. And our instructor, our teacher, he really got on him. And at times the student was so mad. Why don't you just leave me alone? Leave me alone. But deep down he knew that our teacher cared about him and wanted him to succeed so he didn't have to go down the path he was going. Because at that rate, he was headed nowhere fast. Music is a wonderful place to build relationships with people. I have so many people from my high school choir that I still miss and want to talk to every single day, and when I do see them, it's huge, and it's like, hi, I haven't seen you. It's wonderful. And I've made friends that I know will last a lifetime. And now Nyack Singers, without Nyack Singers, I would be completely different, especially in this college aspect. I wouldn't know where to study. I wouldn't have been taught where the library was. I had no idea where the library was until one of the Nyack Singers that had been there a second year showed me where it was one day. I go, oh, I thought that was Beam Center. And they go, yeah, that's the library. Go in there. It's there. No idea. I had no idea. I wouldn't have known where half of my classes were. I tried to find some of them, and it was just like, I don't know where the Papa John's building is. What is that building? Who's Butner? Who's that? It was a wake-up for me that there were so many people who could really help me. I went on a cruise with the Nyack Singers, and some of them didn't go, but the ones that did, I had a wonderful time with and have built relationships that I will keep with me for forever. Music is such a confidence and a self-image builder. It can take anybody who just doesn't think they're really good at anything, and they might be really wonderful at singing or playing the piano or any other kind of music or art, and it can boost them up. They can realize they can actually do something right. For the people who aren't intellectually inclined and don't do that well at school, they feel as good as a person who gets an A on an exam as when they finally nail that solo or get the part that they want in the song that everybody sings or in the song that everyone plays. And this is my letter from my high school career. I have some academic things, but mostly it's music. I lettered 6 times throughout my entire high school career, and I have my 3 pins from All-State Honor Choir. I made all 3 years that I auditioned, my sophomore, junior, and senior year, and it's a big honor to be chosen for All-State. You sit in that little room with everybody else, and you perform, and you're like, oh God, I'm really nervous. You get out, and you're like, oh God, I don't know how it's going, and then everyone gets into the gym, and they take up that big banner that's rolled up, they put it to the top and let it fall, and it has the names. And I remember the last year I had it, my name wasn't up there. And I realized that I had a callback. And then I was the first callback of the day. They didn't have anybody before me, no boys, no girls. I was the first callback of the day. And I didn't cry. I didn't cry because my instructor told me, remember guys, if you don't get it out in the morning, that's good. We want you to go into callbacks, and we want you to go there and really show them that, hey, I don't need a group. I can kick butt by myself. And my teacher was right there with me. Callie, you remember those notes, right? Yep, I got those notes. Don't worry. And I went into the callback, and they brought out the callback ones, and my name was there. And that was such an accomplishment for me. I knew that I may not get it the first time, but I can go back and I can prove myself. I can prove myself. The medals that you see around are from my state solo ensemble and state group ensemble auditioning competitions. This was my first year, and I got a Division II on my solo because I did pretty good, but I did not do my best. I didn't know my music as well as I could have, and I got a 2 because of it, which is still defined as excellent, so I still did really good in someone's eyes. But then I came back the next year, and I got a Division I on my solo, and I knew that I could really do it this time. And I went in there and I sang my songs, I sang the crap out of my songs, and I got a Division I. I remember seeing it on the board, and I screamed my head off because I had a goal, and I got that goal. And then for my senior year, I came back, and I did it again. And I knew that I was going to get it. I had a goal, and it was actually right after my grandfather had passed away, and I didn't know. And I felt something with me. I go, I want to win this for my grandfather. I want to get a Division I for my grandfather. And it went up that day, and I got a Division I, and I found out later that he had passed. And I knew that he was with me. Music can really teach students how to have a goal and how to accomplish it even. If it weren't for all the goals that I had set, I don't know where I would be right now. I don't know if I would really have that sense of accomplishment that I know that if I put my mind to it, I can really do something. I may not do it really well that first time. I may struggle even more the second time. But I know I can push it out of me. I can get it done, and I can get it done well. Lastly, Music is just a wonderful creative outlet for people. The arts as well. If I didn't have some place to go and just be crazy and be me for at least an hour a day, I think I'd probably go crazy and bring everyone around with me. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I need that extra outlet for me to take away all the serious, strip away all the serious stuff and the sad stuff and the angry stuff, and just have fun and be weird a bit. Because everybody has those weird moments, and whether it's they put it into painting a really cool picture, or taking a cool photo, or writing a song, or just singing, maybe just dancing to something. They have that outlet. And music and the arts provide that outlet. Music is just an important thing. Without music, we wouldn't have the humanity that we have. We wouldn't be humans, because it puts that soul into your life. It adds something that you can't always really describe to your life. It just adds that little bit of, ooh, I get to sing a solo. Oh my gosh, I got that part. I get to perform that part and have fun doing it. Music is a wonderful outlet. Music can teach you how to have goals and how to accomplish them if you set your mind to it. It can really build relationships, and you might make some of the best friends you've ever had. Music pushes you to be who you are, a better you even, and can really help you in school and in life. Music makes us us. Thank you.